Your screen goes full black. A loud siren tone plays, and a warning fills the display saying your computer has been compromised and your identity is at risk. A Microsoft or Apple logo appears alongside a 1-800 number and an instruction not to shut down your computer or the damage will spread. The warning looks exactly like a legitimate security alert. The number connects to a criminal.
Ada here. Last episode we covered the bank fraud department callback. Today we move to a scam. The FBI says is one of the highest loss patterns in the country for people over 60. The FBI's 2023 Internet Crime Complaint Center report documented more than $590 million in reported tech support fraud losses in that single year, with the over 60 age group accounting for the largest share of victims.
Fenrir here. In 2026, the callback number on the pop-up connects to an AI voice agent rather than a human operator. That agent has been trained on technical support call scripts, uses the right terminology for Windows errors and macOS alerts, and escalates seamlessly to a synthesized supervisor when the target pushes back. The AI removes the accent variation that used to be the giveaway on earlier call center-based versions of this scam.
Grace here. The demographic concentration matters. Fenrir. Tech support pop-up scams land disproportionately on adults over 60 because that group has had the fastest device adoption growth in the last decade and is most likely to interpret a security warning as a real system message rather than a browser behavior. Many experienced the era when virus warnings did look exactly like pop-ups, and that memory makes the deception more effective.
Tobias here. The most useful fact to have before you ever see one of these: neither Microsoft nor Apple will ever send you an unsolicited pop-up alert asking you to call a phone number to resolve a security threat. That is simply not a product that either company offers. Both companies display security notifications in the system notification area, never as a full-screen lockout with a callback number.
The core of this scam is the remote access software install. After the callback, the AI agent walks the target through downloading a tool like AnyDesk or TeamViewer and entering an access code. Both programs are real and widely used by actual IT departments. Once the code is entered, the scammer has full keyboard and screen control over every file on the device.
Once inside, the scammer runs a scripted performance. They open a command prompt window, run a command that displays normal system logs, and explain that these logs show catastrophic virus activity. They may move files into folders with alarming names, open fake threat reports, and narrate what they claim they are fixing. None of the activity is real, but it looks technical and urgent on the target's own screen.
CISSP, the fake invoice variant, is particularly effective. The scammer opens the target's bank website and uses browser developer tools to temporarily alter the displayed balance to show a large deposit. They then tell the target that a refund was processed successfully and that the target now needs to send back the payment via gift cards because the refund was processed through an unauthorized channel. The bank account balance shown is fake, but the gift cards purchased are real.
The overpayment script is a well-documented variant the FTC has tracked for years. The scammer claims they accidentally sent too much money and needs the target to send back the difference by gift card before the target's account gets frozen for the error. The variant is effective because the target can see what looks like a large balance on their own screen and believes the refund happened.
Good framing, Grace. Remote access also means the scammer may have viewed passwords stored in the browser, screenshots of financial accounts, and documents with personal identifiers. After any remote access session with an unverified person, change every password and run a full antivirus scan from a known good tool. Also notify your bank that an unauthorized party had access to a device used for banking.
The safe shutdown is the most important practical skill in this episode. On Windows, hold Ctrl-Alt-Delete to open Task Manager, find the browser in the list, and click End Task. On a mandatory access control, hold Command-Option-Escape to open Force Quit. Select the browser and click Force Quit. Nothing bad happens to the computer when you do this.
The warning not to shut down the computer is the lie. Inside the lie. Restarting a computer or force. Closing a browser cannot cause the harm the pop-up describes. The pop-up is a web page, not a running virus, and closing the browser removes it from the screen and from the computer's active memory completely. There is nothing installed, nothing spreading, and nothing at risk from the restart.
3 red flags identify this pop-up on site. The alert takes over the full screen rather than appearing in the notification area. A phone number is shown, and you are told to call it, and the pop-up instructs you not to turn off or restart the computer. Real security software never locks the full screen, never displays a callback number, and never requires you to stay connected to a browser session to stay safe.
The full safe response: force quit the browser, wait 30 seconds, then restart the computer. After the restart, open Windows Defender Security Center on Windows or go to System Preferences on a mandatory access control and run the built-in security scan. Those tools are already on the device and do not require a download or a phone call. If a scan finds nothing, the computer is fine.
If you forget everything else in this video, remember, no legitimate security alert from Microsoft or Apple will ever ask you to call a phone number. Provius's is about C. Is about C's about C. Force quit the browser, restart the computer, and run the built-in scan. Drop in the comments. Have you or someone you know seen one of these pop-ups, and what happened when you tried to close it?
If you have already called the number on the pop-up, hang up immediately if the call is still active. If the caller is asking you to download anything, do not do it. If they are already on the phone but no software has been installed, hanging up now closes off the only pathway they have to access your device. The pop-up alone does nothing to your computer without your participation.
If you already installed remote access software and gave the caller an access code, disconnect your device from the internet immediately by turning off Wi-Fi or unplugging the Ethernet cable. Then change every password stored in your browser and every account you accessed on that device in the last year. Start with your banking and email passwords, then work outward. Change them from a different device if possible.
File with the FBI at is3.gov, which is the Internet Crime Complaint Center, and with the FTC at reportfraud.ftc.gov. The IC3 report is especially important for remote access fraud because the FBI's Financial Fraud Unit can sometimes coordinate with financial institutions to trace fund movements in active cases. Great, good point to add, Grace. Include the exact phone number displayed on the pop-up in your report.
Contact your bank and explain that an unknown party had remote access to a device used for banking. Ask the bank to place a note on the account and review recent transactions. Also, place a free fraud alert with the 3 major credit bureaus, Equifax, Experian, and TransUnion. A fraud alert requires creditors to take extra verification steps before opening new accounts in your name and is free under federal law.
The AARP Fraud Watch Helpline at 1-877-908-3360 can help you prioritize steps and understand your options after remote access. This scam works on technically experienced people too because the pop-up is designed by professionals to look convincing under stress, not just on beginners. Drop in the comments. Have you or someone you know seen one of these pop-ups, and what happened when you tried to close it?
Today, we covered the tech support pop-up scam from the first siren to what to do after remote access was installed. Neither Microsoft nor Apple sends unsolicited pop-ups with phone numbers. The safe shutdown is Control-Alt-Delete on Windows, or Command Option, Escape on Mandatory Access Control, Force quit the browser, restart, and run the built-in scan. If remote access happened, disconnect from the internet immediately, change all passwords, and report to the FBI IC3 and the FTC.
3 years from now, a full-screen alert with sirens will appear on your computer with a phone number and a warning not to shut down. You will press Ctrl-Alt-Delete, end the browser task, and restart your computer because today you learned that a pop-up cannot do what it claims.
Next episode in this series covers the one deepfake celebrity endorsement video that the FTC says has generated more fraud reports than any other single scam format in 2024, and the one platform tell that reveals it in under 5 seconds.
Subscribe to AI Scams Exposed so you do not miss it. Each episode covers a different AI-powered scam with the specific red flags and a clear response protocol. Share this one with anyone who uses a computer.
Keep studying.
I am Professor Erica, signing off. Force quit the browser, restart the computer, and never call the number on the screen.